Next speaker knows exactly what it takes to grab an audience. He has headed business development and customer engagement in numerous fields ranging from automotive to financial services all across Southeast Asia. Currently, he is the country manager of that app with that notification that has us reaching for our mobile so many times. Can you recognize this? Line, right? So ladies and gentlemen, to shed light on these new trends, please welcome the country manager of Line Indonesia, Mr. Dale Kim.
Yeah! Good morning, guys! Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure and honor to stand on this stage. I never expected the stage to be this big, and it's actually quite awesome because I feel like BTS or Super Junior, right? So, I just try to do my best to engage you guys as much as possible with a good content, all right? So please, pay attention to what I would like to say today, all right? I would really, really appreciate that. Let me, Let me quickly introduce myself. So I'm Dale Kim. Although I'm Korean, because I love Indonesia, people think I'm Indonesian, all right? So please just think of me as one of your, countrymate, right? All right, that's awesome. So let's start. I'll introduce first our company in Indonesia. So Line Indonesia actually entered this market around 2012, and now we actually are one of the largest platforms that actually have a lot of user engagement. And what's really interesting is that Line actually, although we are not the biggest messenger in the country, we are the second largest with heavy focus on youth. As you can see on the chart, we actually have more than 50% of the users in the age group of 20 and 29, and also from 15 to 19, we actually have 35%, which means 85% of our users are actually in that 15 to 30-year-old segment. And what's also more interesting is that majority of those users actually are living in tier 1 cities like Surabaya, Medan, all these major cities, and also they are more in the upper social class, AB class, meaning these are the people that are able to consume something online and spend money online, which actually is very important for all the companies to address, right? So I think that's something that we can remember as one attraction point for Line. And further to messaging, we actually differentiate ourselves as the super app, all right? We call it Smart Portal. It's not just a messenger. So further to Line messaging itself, we have this service called Line Today, which was launched about 2.5 years ago, but now we are already one of the largest news services. I'm sure you guys actually follow Line Today too, right? You guys know, right? Come on, I cannot hear you guys. Come on, please. Let's engage. Come on. Yes, I love you guys. All right. So, further to that, we also have Line Shopping, all right? So we actually curate information that are actually needed for those young users in terms of what they want to buy, right? And on top of that, we also have Line Jobs, which is cooler version of LinkedIn online, all right? And also, we have Webtoon. You guys know Webtoon, right? Did you know that Line actually is the first mover with Webtoon? They invented Webtoon in the world. And we are the largest also in Indonesia, all right? So I want to be proud of my company. And I want to also make sure that you guys also take full advantage of using our company as a platform. So today, I'm going to talk about two things. Number one topic is the chatbot. Everyone is talking about chatbot. It's like a buzzword. You got to know what it is, right? And actually, it's true that Line actually was one of the very first movers with chatbot. So, how do you utilize chatbot online? Actually, Line has this service called official account for companies. You know what official account is? How many of you guys know what official account is? All right, well, surprisingly, this audience actually seems to be not our target users, but anyways. Well, official account is like, adding a friend for a user, right? The reason why it can be more engaging is because you can be part of the chat friend list of a user online. That means it's not just advertising, you're just trying to be more intimate because you know what? Chat is the most intimate form of communication, and you're part of that. And companies actually already have been taking full advantage of that, engagement. Right now in Indonesia, we have more than 168 official accounts with large corporations and also celebrities like Raisa or Chelsea Islan. They're actually all my favorite actors, artists, by the way. But anyways, they also have their official account, and it's across 12 different categories. And on official account, you can do a lot of interactions with the users. We can do like a live video cast. You can do voting. You can even send out vouchers that are very customized for the users. For example, Starbucks actually has been quite taking full advantage of our platform because their official account is really, really popular among youth. And also, we have Lionette, which is more affordable version of official account for SMEs and small entrepreneurs, right? So they can actually utilize this service to promote their services and also try to engage with the users. And right now, we already have more than 2.5 million accounts that are quite active and across 13 different categories of the verticals. And whether you're a company, a large corporation, whether you're like a small entrepreneur with your own warung or restaurant, you can actually utilize chatbot using our service. So, what can you do with chatbot online? Well, it's not just marketing, but you can also span across different functions such as sales and really meaningful engagement, and also you can actually collect data. When you actually interact on chat, there's a lot of things happening on the chat. You can actually collect data, you can actually analyze data, you can actually understand your users better in a legit way. That's how we differentiate, right? And for now, we actually have banking, FMCG, and automotive companies that are trying to have better engagement with users through chatbots online. Today, I'm going to actually show you an example from BCA. They actually have this chatbot called Vira. And it's an awesome service. Through this service, they were able to actually gain more meaningful traction in terms of engagement, and they won. So, kudos to BCA team. Are they here? Well, I think we should give them a clap anyway, right? All right, let me just show you the example of the video that actually shows the credit card usage with the chatbot. That was cool. So how did BCA use Vira as a smart assistant? Basically, as you know, a lot of millennials in Indonesia still need to be more familiar with the banking. And basically, that was a big challenge for BCA to engage the younger users. And they know that we have the user base in that segment of their target. And basically, Vira became their solution for the users because actually, it's the most preferred platform anyway. And they made this smart assistant with that cute image, and they were able to provide information, promotion, and also, banking transactions, which was really cool. And because of this, they were able to utilize this as their marketing channel and really contribute, meaningful traffic increase on their website. So how much? Ever since they launched their official account with Vira online, they added 1 million followers within 1 year. And also, in terms of the engagement marketing channel, they were able to actually even have increased the redeem rate of their promotions to 86%. And in terms of increasing their traffic on their website, it's from 50% to even like 90%, depending on the type of promotion they do. So it's been quite nice and fruitful for them. And I believe there are more chances for other companies also to follow the footsteps of this kind of success. All right, until now I talked about the chatbot. And I think it seems like I'm actually running my time much better than other presenters because maybe it's because I speak fast like a New Yorker, right? Because this morning I know that CEO, Mr. Greg, actually talked about New Yorkers speaking fast. Actually, I did also live in New York, so maybe that's the reason why I speak fast. But if you guys actually think I should slow down, let me know. Am I too fast? Do you like it? Do you guys like my presentation? All right, mantap. Okay, let me go to number 2 topic, which is the news aggregator trend. You guys already told me that you guys know Line Today, right? The first thing I do when I wake up, when I go to the toilet, I read my Line Today on my phone. Okay, it's my habit. So why is news aggregation preferred by young readers? It's so obvious. You don't need to do your extra homework to look for news. You don't need to visit individual websites to get the news you want. Or sometimes nowadays it's a big risk because on Facebook or Twitter there's so many fake news, right? And we do have a team that actually can help you get the right news for you in terms of the right curation, which is the news aggregation. So basically, we are the one-stop solution, one-stop service for all kinds of news that are available in Indonesia and beyond, right? We have contract with almost every single major news content provider in Indonesia and beyond. And we use that information with the mix of the editors and also the AI to curate the right information in the news and content for users. So it's basically, we're being like a butler on a daily basis, every moment, to young people, and they love it. And I know that even the more mature, users who like to use WhatsApp better than Line also use Line Today because we are, good in this new service. So how this partnership works between Line and the online media, it's quite straightforward. We have a contract, and based on the contract, we actually have the traffic that's being shared by the both parties. And then, we actually have the brand exposure. And now we are in the transition phase to prepare for the revenue sharing. So how do readers consume Line Today content? It's basically 3 ways. You can consume Line Today content on Line app itself. We have the official account for Line Today as well as the separate tab for Line Today news. And also we have a website called today.line.me. And people go directly visit website to see the curated news. And also there's Line Today app itself. We recently launched an independent app for those who really want to only enjoy the Line Today content. So what kind of contents do young people mostly like to consume? 3 things. Number 1, obviously, is entertainment. They love entertainment content. And number 2, it's basically breaking news and viral and a lot of gossips. I noticed so many people love gossips here. I love gossips too. Although it's very not nice to be in the part of the gossip. But anyways, gossip is fun. So people love it. And also lifestyle. Like losing weight. You know what? 1 year ago, I was 81 kilograms. Now I'm actually 66 kilograms. I lost more than 13 kilograms thanks to Line Today. I was referring to lifestyle content, all right? And usually, what are the peak traffic hours for Line Today content engagement? It's basically the morning hours, 7 a.m. when they go to the bathroom, on the toilet. Noon, when they go for lunch. 7 p.m. when they're stuck in traffic going back home from work. And the engagement numbers, okay, 2 minutes left. And the engagement number actually is quite, awesome because we have in terms of the daily likes that are pressed on the articles, it's more than 42,000, and daily comments on average around 39,000 and whatnot. There's a lot of engagement, fruitful, meaningful interaction going on our platform. And further to that, we also have, added new services like video content and movies. And it's been, making really, really nice traction too. For example, we lately have launched this service called Line Today Movie. Until now, if we want to watch movie, you actually have to directly go to the Cinema 21st site or CGV site to get what you want, and you need to do extra homework to get the information you want. But now, if you go to Line Today, there's every information from A to Z about the movie, and people love it. And we've been getting really, really nice traction. So I'm sure it's going to become another meaningful Rotten Tomato for Indonesia. All right? And also, we have this thing called Line Today channel where we provide a lot of awesome video content, like the K-drama or like the Thai drama or whatnot. And so like I just mentioned that. So we have like music content. We also have like a lot of interesting content like Dylan. You guys all love Dylan, right? Who loves Dylan? Who does not love Dylan? I love Dylan. And also, as I said, we have like free streaming, Korean dramas that actually have been quite popular among people. So they can watch it legally, not illegally. So one thing I need to really also emphasize is the advertorial online, all right? We recently have had a super successful cases with, Kumparan and Bank Mandiri, as well as IDN Times and IKEA, because these advertorials are advertising. It's content. People see this as a valuable content, and they love it. All right, I have 2 seconds left. And further to the advertorial, we have, all the different kind of the static and native banners that are available on programmatic, whether it's middle article and pre-rolls. So basically, we have ambition and vision to make Line Today Indonesia, to be the most valuable content that enriches our daily life. All right, since I ran out of time, I'm gonna just stop here, but I really love you guys. Thank you so much for having me here, and thank you!
Thank you very much, Mr. Kim. Once again, we'd like to invite you to stay on stage for a while, sir. Just come up here again then with me.
Oh.
We'd like to present for you a token appreciation, of course, from MMA. Very insightful, and we're loving the energy as well. Thank you very much on behalf of MMA.
Thank you.
Can we have the round of applause, Mr. Dale Kim?